Hello, everybody. So, in this lecture, we are gonna learn about ACF select boxes or ACF radio boxes. For now, I'm just gonna cover the ACF radio boxes or radio buttons. That how you can utilize the radio buttons and conditionally display any section of your page or any section of your other pages. For example, in this case, I'm just working on my home page. And for popular courses section, I'm gonna first ask the client from the WordPress dashboard if they really want to display this complete section. If they don't want to display this complete section and they want to skip this one for temporary purpose or for permanent purpose, they can first select either yes or no. If they say yes, then we will provide the other fields. For example, this one. The course title and then the course mentor name and then the image, and these are going to be inserted inside our repeater field. Perfect. So let's just jump to our WordPress dashboard and then just go to your ACF fields inside our homepage data field group. First we need to create a tab, of course, and that is courses. Then we will create a group for the same name as we have the name of our tabs. And then inside this one, first we need to, of course, we need to check how many EC fields we're gonna need. The first one is title. And before that, we are gonna create a radio box. Radio button, as you can see here. And then we are gonna just name it courses section display. Okay, I'm just gonna name it as just the name says. And then we can provide some choices here. Of course, for a radio button, we need to provide some choices, just like you learned in HTML for any radio box. For example, the sex of any person. So you can just provide like male or female, either yes or no, or any other choices. There are two ways. The first one is just provide the choices like this one. The second one is you can provide the choice title or choice label, and as well you can provide the value as well. Just like you can see, for more control, you may specify both a value and a label like this. The first one is value, the second one is label. So in this case, I'm just gonna write in small case the values in small case, and then we can have a value or a label, sorry. Yes, and for this one, no. Perfect. And then you can provide a default value. For example, I want the yes to be selected by default. So just like this one, this return value is selected by default. So you can just change that as well. Like I can say that the yes should be selected by default, or the no value should be selected by default. Or if you just leave it blank, that's totally fine. Neither of them are gonna be selected by default. So the return value of that radio button depends what we need. Of course, we are not going to display the values of those on the front end of our website. We don't need it here. We just need it for condition that if they really want to display this section or not. So that's why I'm just going to return value. I'm just going to set the return value of radio button as value. We don't need the label or we don't need both. Perfect. So just hide it now and then change the layout. And now we are going to create our few fields. For example, in this case, it's going to be title. Sorry, it's a text. So it's already selected. And just name it as title because we need the title field for this one and the description field for this one. Just this one. And again, we need a description. So for that, we need a text area. And just right after those two fields, we need to have now a repeater field. This one, repeater field for this purpose. So to display all of our courses. So just name it as courses, and we can create the subfields of this repeater just in a moment. Before that, we need to create some one more ACF field for this button. I mean the button text and the button URL. So let's just name it as button text and then create another field and name it as button URL. Perfect. And just change the type of this one for URL. We need to select the URL as the field type, and that's it. Inside our courses repeater field, we need to create the subfields for the course title, for the course image, and the mentor. So let's just get started and create our first subfield, name it as course title. The second one is gonna be our course mentor, and the third one is gonna be image. Perfect. And for that image, we need to change the image field type, which is the image. Perfect. So just change the layout, of course. And now, as you can see, we have created all of the ACF fields we needed. But we are just missing one thing, that how we can conditionally display the courses section inside our code and then display it on the front end. Before jumping to our code, first we need to do one more thing, which is if the client selects yes for this one, then we will display these all fields. If the client says no, then we are not going to display all of those fields inside our home page. Perfect. Then just go and edit your first ACF field, which is title. And then here you can say conditional logic. Okay, we are just gonna go into that conditional logic, turn it on, and then we can just provide a rule for, I mean, how this ACF field is gonna be displayed and based on which field's behavior. We are now gonna change it and name it as courses section display. I mean, we will select this one because that's what is gonna define the radio buttons. And we are gonna provide if courses section display value is equal to yes, then display the title ACF field. If not, then it's not gonna display the ACF title field. That's it. We will gonna change this one as well. If it has value equal to yes, then display this one. The same thing for goes for the repeater field, conditional logic, courses section display, and if its value is equal to yes, then display this complete thing. And for button text as well, just gonna select this one now. Yes, perfect. So that's it. Perfect. And we don't need to change or make any conditional logic inside our repeater field. I mean, the fields of the subfields of our repeater field. And we can of course do that as well, but we don't need that because the whole repeater field is not gonna be displayed if the radio button of course section display is selected as no. Perfect. Let's just test it now. This is created. Now go to your home page, edit it. Perfect. Inside our courses, the yes value is by default selected. We can just say it no, and then as you can see, just as soon as I clicked on no radio button, neither of the other HCF fields are going to be displayed here. Even the client can't add any data here. And if they click on yes, all of the fields are displayed here, title, description, and then the courses. And if we click on add row, we can create more courses now. That's it. Perfect. And then we can provide the button URL, button text as well. So let's just add some title here. I mean, I'm just gonna copy this one, popular courses, and copy the description. How many boxes we created? We created 4. We just need 3. Perfect. And the button title, which is see all our courses. see all our courses. And for URL, as usual, we are gonna copy the home URL. Perfect. Now for course title, we are gonna copy this one, which is let's just copy the mentor name and paste it here, as all of them have the same title, same mentor name, and simply that. That's it. Now, okay, we just missed the mentor name here. Now we can add our images here. Let's just go to our local disk, RAM, htdocs, lecture one, WP content, themes. Oh, sorry. Okay, so yeah, themes, and then custom theme, images. Now we need to find where are our images. I don't know. Let's just see this one where it's available. Images gallery. Perfect. It's inside the gallery tool. Now go to a XAMPP folder, your WordPress folder, which is lecture one, WP content, themes, custom theme, and then images, gallery, and that's it. Course one. For course two, need to add the image now. This one, course two, and for course three, we need to provide one more image. Course three. That's it. Perfect. So all of our data is present now. So let's just update it now. And now once we have updated, we will just go to our ACF fields, edit that, and first we need to copy this slug of our ACF group field and see where are our courses section. This one. Perfect. That's it. So first we need to start our PHP tag, and inside that we need to first add an if condition here to check have rows to check if the group exists. So and if that's it, and then inside that we will start our loop, which is I'm just gonna copy this one. That's it, and then we will just end our loop and while. That's it. And we will also initialize our the row function. Now inside our section tag, first of course we need to check if the ACF field for the radio buttons provides yes or no. If they provide yes, then we are going to display this whole section. If the ACF field says no, we are not going to display the whole section tag. So inside, of course, we are inside our group field now. Inside this one, we are just gonna copy the radio button slug. Perfect. Courses section display. Get sub field. Perfect. And then we will check if courses section display is equal to yes, then we will display this whole section. And if okay, and then if they say no, of course we are not going to display anything else here. So once they've selected the yes radio button, we will then get this field, echo gets a field, copy the title, description, that's fine. I can write it here, copy this whole thing, and then paste it here for the description field. Of course, on the first attempt, I'm damn sure we are gonna uh, have some errors. That's totally fine. And for the button, we are gonna display the button text first. Go get subfield, which is button underscore text. And for the button URL, we are gonna change the parameter, which is button underscore URL. So before going further, we just need to verify this one, button text and button URL. Perfect. And now we need to start working on our repeater field for the courses. So for that, I need to remove all of the courses for now except the first one. That's it. Now, first we will have an if condition here to check if we have any rows. If have rows, repeated section. Now, after that, inside our the row function, first we need to echo the image URL. Okay. Get, let's confirm what are we returning here exactly for the image. It's the image array. So of course it's an array. So to work on array, you need to have your for each loop. And for each for that we need to get our course image, sorry, course image get, sorry, get subfield, then provide the slug, which is image as image. Perfect. So our for each loop is totally ready now. So we can now echo the image URL first, like this way, and then we can have our alternate attribute, sorry, image, this one, and then inside that we can provide the attribute as alternate. So that's it. And then for the course title, we can have our get subfield function. The same for the main course mentor. So let me just verify the slug of those. It's the course title and then the course mentor. Course title and then the course mentor. Perfect. So I'm not expecting it to work perfectly. It's gonna throw some errors or maybe some infinite loop. Who knows? So let's just verify it. There's nothing to worry about. Before that, let me just go to our home page and see if we have the data. Yep. Yeah, because we changed the uh, name of our ACF repeater field, we need to add the data again. Okay, they haven't used the for each loop because it's not a ACF gallery field, it's an ACF image field. It's fine, we can just remove our for each loop. Now we do have three of our courses. I guess by default there were four, and we are missing something here, which is the mentor name. Why is that happening? Let's just see. Here, course underscore mentor. Copy this one. Also verified from here if we still have the data. Yep, we still have the data here. Okay, it was the course mentor and courses title. Okay, so I just made a mistake in the it was just a typo mistake. So that's probably fine. We do have now our mentor name. So that's how you can just work on it. If the popular courses section are clickable, I mean, if they have a single page, then of course we won't be using this approach. We can have our custom post type, which we just learned about in our last lecture. We can utilize that one as well. But if, just in case if we don't need any single page, I mean the client just wanted to display some courses here, they don't want a detailed page of that particular course, then we can use the same approach that we did now. But if they want the detail or the single page of the courses, then we will just create our custom post type first, just like we did in our last lecture. And we created a custom post type for my podcast, and we can just do the same name as create another custom post type and name it as courses. And inside the courses custom post type, we can display all of those ACF fields, and then we can display those ACF field values. So that's it for now. Please leave a comment if you have any questions or if you face any error. I'll be happy to resolve them. Thank you so much. Bye bye.